From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed the weather the last few days. And you know what? You've got one more day of that before we see a 10 to 15 degree drop going into the weekend. Also seeing that rain coming this weekend, snow levels down to as low as 3,500 feet. This will most likely impact your mountain travel, and it looks like it will remain unsettled as we go into early next week. More on all of that a little bit later. Let's go right into your Krueger's Quick Cast for your Thursday, February 27th. Temperatures tonight dropping down much like they were last night. Mid-40s, give or take, for the valley. We've got 20s and 30s for the higher elevations, and it looks like in the low to mid-40s for the coast. Out the door tomorrow morning, again, much like it was yesterday, you'll probably just notice a few clouds out there here and there, maybe some fog along the coast, especially out towards Humboldt Bay. Otherwise, cold in the mountains, but not as cold as we typically have been over this winter season. All right, this is the area of low pressure helping to bring us some of those high clouds that we've seen today, and we'll probably even see here for tomorrow. This is going to set the stage, though, for this storm system coming on in here. Really, Sunday is the main event with this storm system. So let's take a look at Futurecast at least through tomorrow afternoon. And you can see some of that fog this morning. It's going to hover around the Eureka area, and then eventually by tomorrow afternoon, a lot of the areas along the coast here will see that fog begin to develop. In fact, by tomorrow night through the day on Saturday, you'll probably see a lot of the low clouds and fog kind of hovering the coast here. But everyone else looking at mainly sunny skies here through the day on Friday and even into your Saturday. So here is a look at your Friday forecast. I wouldn't be surprised if some of us in the valley did reach 80 degrees here for tomorrow. Otherwise, mid to upper 70s. Temperatures mainly in the 60s. There are some of the cooler spots in the mountains. They'll be in the upper 50s. And there you can see for the coast, I've got your temperatures there in the low 60s for your daytime highs. Here's your 7-day outlook for the valley. Now, I've got a chance for that. The main event, as I mentioned, will be on Sunday. You're dry all day Saturday. There's a slight chance for showers Monday. Don't count on it to be much, though. And then I'm going to keep the valley dry for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for now. I've got PM in there for the coast and inland. That's at night. So again, it's dry through the day on Saturday. Probably some fog along the coast here. And then I do expect the main event to be on Sunday, maybe a light shower on Monday, and then we dry out on Tuesday. And I'm including a chance there Wednesday, but we're still seeing a lot of discrepancies in the long-range forecast model. So stay tuned to type of forecast. Once we get past Monday, the forecast models are really kind of having a difficult time here. But taking a look at Siskiyou, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains. So again, snow level is 3,500 feet. It'll impact your mountain travel, 4,000 feet towards Alturas and Susanville, and looks like slightly higher snow levels as we take you into early next week. All right, that's a look at Krueger's Quickcast. Hey, there's a free 24-hour streaming channel. It's available on all of the platforms here on Weather NorCal, weathernorcal.com. You can also check it out on the free Weather NorCal app, Amazon Fire Stick, and Roku. Just search for Weather NorCal in the App Store there. And anywhere YouTube is available, including your smart TV, you can watch the Weather NorCal channel there as well. Just search for Weather NorCal, subscribe to the channel, and you can watch the 24-hour streaming channel. And you can also, on demand, watch any of the latest video forecasts, like the one you're watching right now, right there on your big screen TV. All right, so this is the area of low pressure I was talking about. It's bringing some of the high clouds we've seen today, and we'll see tomorrow. This is the system coming in on Sunday. Looks pretty impressive, and I think it's going to bring us a decent amount of rainfall, but we're going to have to wait until Sunday before that happens. So let's take a look at Futurecast and take you through the day on Friday. So again, some of that fog hovering around the Eureka area. Now, look what happens as we go into Friday night and Saturday. See how that fog just kind of hovers around the coast here through the day on Saturday. There may be some breaks in there, but even by Saturday 5 p.m., the rain is not expected to entirely be on the coast just yet. So sometime Saturday evening, Saturday night, we'll see this line begin to push through, and it will bring some rain along the coast. Okay, but then as we go into Sunday, that's when it finally all pushes through. The main area of low pressure moves through. There's the snow in the mountains all the way down to the Sierra. So it looks like you're going to be dealing with some of that snow. Chain requirements are going to be a very good possibility, mainly above 4,000 feet, maybe even as low as 3,500 feet. But there's that rain even in the valley, rain for the coast. Now, by Monday, this model is kind of backing off on the overall potential for any shower activity. European forecast model is a little bit more aggressive. So I'm going to keep that chance in there on Monday, but I do expect everyone will see a break by Tuesday. Wednesday, this model keeps us dry. But it is showing a slight chance for a stray shower developing Wednesday afternoon, which is the case for the European forecast model as well. And that's why I've included at least the coast and the mountains a chance for some light showers. But the valley looks to remain dry. And then as we go into Thursday, toward the end of next week, this area of low pressure is going to basically be to our south. But the energy rotating around that may bring some areas of Northern California a slight chance for some showers on Friday. It really does depend on how far north or south this area of low pressure is. So that's what I was talking about. The forecast models still have a lot to iron out once we do go through next week. But bottom line, we do have a chance for some rain. It just doesn't look like it's going to be a lot of rainfall. As I mentioned, most of the rain we see over the next 7 days will be on Sunday. So this is looking at the rainfall outlook. I'm not putting any numbers here. I just want to give you a general idea because we can't get too specific with these numbers just yet. However, as we go through Monday, and really through the day on Sunday, most of it's going to be on Sunday, you can see here in the valley. So Redding, the green and blue, so that would be 1/4 to 1/2 inch. I feel pretty comfortable with that number. I feel pretty comfortable with Chico getting up to about 1/4 inch there as well. We typically get shadowed just to the south of Red Bluff, so typically a little less rainfall there. Now you can see for the coast, I'm comfortable with these numbers as well. We're getting into the blue and then the lighter shade of blue. So you're talking about 1/2 inch to maybe even quite possibly an inch in some cases along the coast. We have a bit of a bullseye in northern Shasta County, so that could produce some heavier rainfall there. And I'm comfortable with these numbers as well because we typically see a lot less rainfall there as well. So that's through Monday. And really, as I mentioned, anything beyond that, we're just going to have to kind of see what happens with any chances for rain after that. But looking at the temperatures too, we are getting into the below normal category here. And, looking at the overall trend for the next 10 days for Redding, just to kind of give you an idea. Yeah, one more warm day Friday, 10-degree drop there. And then, we're talking down in the mid-50s by the time we get into Sunday. All right, and we keep it in the mid to upper 50s through Wednesday, back up closer to normal by the end of next week. So yeah, it's cooling off significantly. But, you look at these temperatures, you look at the normal, these temperatures aren't too far off where we typically are for this time of the year. It's what we're experiencing now that's actually not normal for us, although it's not unusual for us to see these heat waves or these warming trends this time of the year. You see how the wave heights are actually dropping through the day on Friday, so that certainly is good, but then by Saturday, as we go through the day on Saturday, those wave heights will start to increase. Now, we still have that beach hazard statement through midnight tonight, so just be aware of that. The risk of sneaker waves is the biggest concern as we go through the night tonight. All right, so here's your forecast once again for tonight. Temperatures mid-40s, give or take, for the valley. We've got mainly 20s and 30s for the mountains. To the north and east of the valley, mid to upper 30s for Trinity County, mid 40s inland, and looks like in the low to mid 40s overnight for the coast. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast for your Friday. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s, so another gorgeous day across the board. 65 degrees out in Rio Del, 68 degrees in Blue Lake, and 73 degrees in Garberville. 72 degrees for a high tomorrow in Gas Key, 69 for Smith River and Orleans, a high of about 73 degrees. And your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast, temperatures in the low 60s for the most part, although some of the warmer spots like Happy Camp about 69, 65 degrees in Mount Shasta City, and 67 degrees in Dunsmuir. Your Modoc County neighborhood forecast, temperatures generally in the low 60s, a little bit warmer out in El Tours with a high of 65. And your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, anywhere from about 60 to 70, just depending on your particular location. 70 for Paradise, 60 for Janesville. So a 10-degree spread there. Looking at your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Walgamuth Painting. You've got those temperatures in the mid-70s here for tomorrow afternoon. Looks like another gorgeous day. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook, starting off with Chico. And really, even Saturday is going to be a gorgeous day. 67, that's a good temperature. I'll take it. But it is going to be much cooler by Sunday with that rain. A chance for showers Monday, but again, don't count on much. And I'm going to keep you dry for Tuesday through Thursday of next week, keeping it cool, upper 50s for those daytime highs. Let's take a look at your valley to the north now. There you can see about 77 for Lakehead, 78 degrees for the city of Shasta Lake and Redding, and looks like about 77 degrees for Red Bluff. Here's a look at your 7-day outlook for Redding. Yeah, those temperatures also dropping, mid-50s by the time we get into Sunday with that rain. Light showers Monday and dry but still cool going to Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. That's your evening update. I'll be back again tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and live on Coffee with Krueger for your Friday edition of Coffee with Krueger. Have a good night.
Barr & Mudford is a top, established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.